Weird. All right, there we go. I wonder why it's recording already. That's weird. Oh, there we go. All right. Isabel. Oh, it's connecting. Let's see. Hang on, it's connecting to audio. It's doing it. It's trying. Hold on. I cannot see you. It says that your camera is off. Hang on. It's coming on. There we go. Hold on. Can you hear me? It says that your audio is off. I know. Go down to the chat. It says that your audio is off. Your, hold on, mic is not on. Yeah. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Can you hear me now? Okay, now unmute me. So you have it muted. Go ahead and unmute me. Hold on. Wait. Go down to the bottom and click the microphone because it's muted. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Oh my God. Well, let's do this. Okay, so let's let the signal come in. So this is a, do you happen to have like a better signal maybe? Or are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm on Wi-Fi. I can get off.
Okay, well, I mean, you hold on. Oh, I lost you. You left me. Where'd you go? No, I like Wi-Fi. Now it's nothing's here. We'll figure this out. Your eye makeup looks great though. Hang on. Okay, what about now?
Yes.
You know what I like? The Wi-Fi is better because you're freezing on this one. You're freezing on this one. Yeah, go ahead and do back on Wi-Fi if you can. Because it's freezing on the other one. Hold on. It's gonna freeze again and then you'll come back, I think. Maybe. Are you on Wi-Fi now? Did you freeze? You have such intense eyes. I love them. Hold on. There we go. Woo! Okay, you're back. Yay! Okay, so with that being said, let me kind of tell you, welcome in, my dear. Let me kind of tell you a little bit about what I do and how I do it. Obviously, we're gonna have a good hour. So it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna have my little pen. I'm gonna have my cute little notepad that all I do is scribble on. I'm gonna have to wear. There's people here. There are people here. So I'm gonna have to wear, people ask, how do you get messages? I've been channeling for like 4 hours now. So if my brain's a little foggy, that's why. So I will get signs and symbols that mean one thing to me. I'll get feelings and emotions that'll come in and mean another thing. I will get to where they put me in different situations and try to make me relive things or re-feel things or re-see things. I get to where they will just say words that'll come out. Like I will hear like full on words. And so I'm like, okay, cool. But what usually happens is they give me like a layering effect. So I'll have all those things happen to me and I have to translate it. I have to translate it for you. So that's what's going on. Everything is already recorded and I'm going to send you a copy of the orb tomorrow. Did you see that? Boop. Okay.
I've been feeling them since yesterday. I saw an orb yesterday.
Really?
Like, because I started asking them since yesterday to come in and what I wanted to know, and when I was sleeping I was like coming in and out of sleep.
Yeah.
But I woke up and then I saw orb and then like it's just weird stuff was going on.
What else happened? That's interesting. Okay, Isabel, there's always weird stuff that happens before a session, during, and after. Okay.
My son was telling me that he was hearing Chanel, my pet.
Ah!
And then I told him, I know, I've summoned her. That's what I told him.
I've summoned her. Well, I can tell you. Wait, tell me.
He's like, no. I heard him at grandma's house, and I was like, I know, because I've summoned her, so she's gonna be around.
You know, that's funny. That's the first. Did you see that? That just left me. That's so weird. Like I felt that. Okay, so that's I think this is Chanel. I think this is let's get into this first. There's a gentleman here as well. I want to figure out what gentleman this is. There are a couple of them. they died in weird ways. They died in bad ways. And so they're like coming up and be like, but they were always glorified. Like they're always like, oh my God, we love you, we miss you. Like they had, that proper happiness with it. And so we'll get into that too. So right now what I'm doing is I'm kind of like feeling the room, I'm feeling the environment. And what you will notice too, whenever I start to channel, is that I only usually channel one person at a time. Why is that?
Right.
Because I get all this information for one. And so if there's 5 or 6 people, I can't do it. It just doesn't work. It gets too confusing. So I'm going to talk to one person, and then I'll have another one come in and I'll understand what they mean. And then I'll have another one come in, and then they'll start talking together. And so that'll be okay. But I can't just get them all in at one point. So first, because Miss Chanel is, oh my God. All I hear is like, oh, that's a baby, baby, baby. So it's like you talking to her. So that was like your little child. That she was bossy though. She was bossy. She said, they're making me hear your voice. Hold on. Somebody's talking about wanting to do more for her. So there was like a lack of, hold on, with something that happened when she crossed. Hang on, let me go here. Did she just like all of a sudden just die? Really? Okay. I go, what happened to you? And I'm hearing your words in my head saying, I don't know. She just all of a sudden just died. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hold on. Did she like get out?
She was an inside dog.
Yeah. I know.
And we let her out to go to the restroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She goes, somebody says she was let out. And I'm like, okay. So it's like, yeah, hang on. Did she end up having a seizure?
No.
It's weird. She's making me shake. She's making me like, and like out. And I don't know what that is. Like da 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 out. Da 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 out. I don't, besides a seizure, that's what that is. Hang on, let me figure it out more. Hang on. She's panicked. You ended up taking her to the vet right after? What is going on with that? Somebody's talking about nobody can do anything about this. She just like died.
So
that was the end of it. Done. What happened with that?
Like 2 days before she passed, I was driving and I was like, something told me, look up. And it was weird because it was like, look up. So I looked out like that on my window, and there was a white dove flying right above my car. And I told my husband, this is a sign that somebody's gonna pass. And it's me. It's from me. And so I let my son let out the dogs, and then I kept hearing something, get the dogs in, and I have a little baby, so I told my son, go get the dogs, but he was playing with my daughter, and I'm like, go get the dogs, and he didn't get them. So I got up and I went out through the back door, and I have 3 dogs, so the 2 dogs came in, and Chanel didn't come in, so we started looking for her. And I looked at the security cameras, and a coyote came and took her.
So that's why that's so, holy crap.
And I was 1 minute off. I was bringing the dogs in at 7:01, and at 7, the freaking coyote came and took her, and we saw it through the security camera.
Oh my God. I've never had that happen before. Yeah, she talks. I go, what happened to you? What does it feel? And they go, she's like, I died instantly, done. And then she makes me feel like dragging, shaking, or like carriage. And I'm like, are we having a seizure like through the grass? Like, what is going on? Oh my God, it's because the coyote got her. Oh.
And I was looking for her body, and I was looking for clues, something. I looked to see if there was any tracks, to see where the coyote went, but It was so weird because the Ring app, it showed the coyote run to her. It cuts off right before it grabs her. And then he like carried her to this spot, and then he picks her up and takes her. So like I read that they like kind of like get rid of their muscles so they can't run away. So I believe that's when he dropped her to get rid of her muscles to be able to run away. And then he grabbed her, but it cut off in every vicious act. It cut off and I couldn't see what happened. And I had her for like 13 years.
I know, that was your buddy. That's your baby. Like legit, that's your favorite dog.
Yeah.
And you couldn't save her. And that's the whole thing. That's what she keeps talking about. Like, you know, she couldn't save me. There's nothing anybody can do. There was nothing anybody could do. Hold on. Y'all didn't find anything from her.
No.
Like, yeah. Oh
not
my
even
gosh.
blood, nothing. Like I wanted something like a body, like a where did you go? I was so mad.
Wow. I've had it to where other dogs have attacked the other one, or like I had to where a hawk got a dog before. That was an interesting thing. And they were able to find the dog's tail, like in the collar. And this, there's nothing. It's funny because your animal, Miss Chanel, she goes, I asked her, I go, did they find anything of you? She goes, no, but I'm fine. Like, that's how she sounds. No, but I'm fine. I'm like, okay. She says, hold on. She doesn't like the other two dogs. Oh.
No.
Yeah. She goes, I go, well, what did you think of your brothers and sisters? She's like, I didn't like them anyway. I'm like, oh, okay. Hold on. Yes, you are her mom. That's my mom. That's my mom. That's no one else's. Hang on. And you've been kicking yourself about that forever. You've been kicking yourself forever for that. He's talking about how you bring it up at breakfast. Like, it's almost like you couldn't talk about it anymore. Or because it wasn't because of the fact that you didn't want to talk about it, it's because you don't want to annoy other people with it, you know? And oh my God.
It's because I felt like I got a warning, and why didn't I follow it?
Well, because you didn't know. You didn't know. And that's the hard part. And I mean, she suffered a little, not a crazy amount though, but I can also tell you that when dogs cross over, they immediately come back to the house. Hold on.
My son says he saw her, but I don't know if it was just because he wants to feel that connection or he actually saw her.
Or if he actually did. I don't know if she would show, he may have seen her in like a reflection. He may have felt her and not understood. Was he like 6? How old was he?
No, this just happened. She passed in December.
Okay, so that was new. Okay. How old was he? Oh, okay, that's that. Yeah, he probably wouldn't be able to see her. He'd be able to feel her, but she would be around you all the time. That's the person she would be around. I don't know, because it's almost like he would come up and try to like touch her, like, oh, that like this, but she's annoyed with him too, you know? And so
yeah, she was his dog, but she was my dog. Mm-hmm. I was her person.
110%. Hang on. So that's why he comes up and he's like, oh, I love you, Chanel, but like, it's not.
I bought her for him when he was little.
Oh, and then she ended up being yours. That's exactly what it was.
They grew up together because I got her as a puppy. So they were more like brother and sister, like they would fight together and like.
Oh, so no wonder. Yeah, this hang on. I want to ask her, what does she do? I want to ask her, does she know anything else? I want to ask her, will you find something? Like, will you find something? I want to, hold on. She's talking about, I guess you've caught yourself like calling her name in the morning or something. You've caught yourself doing that because you call it and then she's like, oh, wait. And you're like, and she's talking about, please do that again. Have you thought about getting another little boy pom? Or a little boy?
Another dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. They're talking about having her, you saved all of her stuff, put up all of her stuff. Oh my God. She's talking about how, I guess you have a little, would you call it like memorial for her or something, like, and she's talking about that. She's talking about how everything else, it's like too hard to look at, so we have it, but we put it up. She's talking about how it's like closet guck, oh my God. You apologize to her a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She feels that. And I want you to also try to let that go. You're like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If only, like, you're killing yourself over it. And I want you to work. Man, this is going to be one of the hardest things because you have the guilt of being her mom and the guilt of feeling stupid, and you're not stupid. You would have, that's never happened to you. You don't know that. So there's a guy, I guess this is a cousin. No, this is the brother. He says, I got your dog. Hang on, hold on. He goes, I got your dog. He doesn't call you, did they call you Isa?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what he would call me.
So this is what he just start. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, he would call me that. Only he would call me that.
He goes like this. I was thinking it was a cousin, and he comes up and he puts himself next to you, so that's a brother. And he goes, I got your dog, Isa, like holding like this, and he doesn't particularly care for your dog, but he likes your dog. He's bringing him forward for you.
No, he comforted me afterwards.
Really?
I think it was him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's why do you think he brought the dog for it too? Like, it's the whole thing. Oh my God. He's talking about how you take everybody's problems, you put them on as yourself, and you're empathic on the inside, like hardcore. You're hardcore empathic. And oh my God. Hold on. He says she's too hard on herself. She's too hard on herself. I said, I know. He says he calls her like a little shit. He's like, oh, but I got her. He's talking about Chanel. Says that, hang on, I want to get into him. Hold on. He said, the day that I died, it was over. He has like this very smooth way of talking about him. We're going to get into this more. Hold on. He said he was the favorite. He was the clown. He was the, that's this person. I go, okay. He feels very physical. So that means he passed tragically. And so we got to figure out why. He says that, hang on. He says, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. You got to keep my secrets. I want to know, what are your secrets? Hang on. Did somebody die? I don't think this is him. Did somebody die of like a heart valve issue, or like have like okay. Who is that?
That's my cousin.
Really? Okay. Tell me.
I have a feeling they're together somehow,
yeah.
because I had a dream of them.
Okay, he goes, I'm talking to your brother. I said, how did you die? And he's talking about scooting it out of the rug. He was like, but him. and he shows me heart, he shows me valve, and he shows me like it's stopping or something like that. And he shows me like dying in our sleep or like dying accidentally. And yeah, so they are together. That's the thing. He says he's better than him though. He says your cousin is better than him though. And I go, why? Hang on. He says he was bad. Your brother said he was bad. I don't know if he was bad. Hang on. I don't think you're bad. Hang on. He likes the ladies. He likes the ladies. He likes, hang on. But you come from a good family. He got into like the wrong things, or he got into like the wrong stuff. He's talking about going into a darker place, going into like a darker crowd or a darker situation. And he says the cousin tries to get him out. The cousin tries to pull him out. He says, but no, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And I'm like, he says violence. What happened with the brother? Overdose? Yeah. Yep. Because he's brother's lower vibration, but he's a good guy and he comforts you and he hangs out with you and he's so smooth and his voice is so silky in my head. Like I'm vibing with it. That's what he said. I took a hit one too many times. He says he's struggling. He's trying to get out of it. He says he's skinny as fuck. I go, okay. He says he wants to be fat though. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with him. Hang on. So the brother was like smoking pot and like, I guess he had like something laced, or maybe he took pills that had opiates that are hardcore in it or something. And like, that's, I don't know. It's something weird like that. It's a double whammy that goes with him. Hold on. He didn't die here where you're at though. Where did he die? He says it didn't happen here. Where'd brother cross over at?
In El Paso.
Oh, okay. Are you more up towards the mountains? Where are you at?
Well, I am the city over from El Paso, but it all has mountains.
Oh,
there's
see,
mountains.
Okay. I've never been to El Paso. I've always been wanting to go to El Paso though. They have some.
There's nothing here.
Really? Oh no. You know, I've had a lot of clients there. I've read some very interesting people there. I've read somebody that died in the Walmart shooting. Remember that?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, that day we were driving down to the highway, and so a lot of cops passed us, and they were on like pedal to the metal, and we tried to go out to eat breakfast kind of right by there, and they closed everything. They shut it down, and I was pregnant, and I was like, I want my breakfast. What the heck is going on?
Yes. Oh, how weird. Look.
But there's there's a really old cemetery over here. There's a lot of underground tunnels in the high schools where the Asian people would actually cross over from Mexico in through the underground tunnels to escape because they were being persecuted over there and tortured. And there's a whole lot of stuff like that, which is interesting.
Oh my God, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna find you and we're gonna go just.
Yeah. Oh. I'm so down, and I'm an empath. I can feel it.
Oh, we would have. Oh, okay. So this is so weird that I'm talking to you. Okay, are you ready for this? So a lot of times I will, stuff will come into my world. They're doing stuff to my camera. Stuff will come into my world that I have to watch.
Very blurry.
Yeah. It's either, and this is an expensive camera. It just auto focuses on something else that's in the room, like that orb that went by. And I watched a thing on YouTube. It came up, and it's so random because I have nothing there. And it was about how the mountains behind El Paso or something like that are insanely haunted because of like the mining and the the Hispanic people coming over and dying and like all that stuff. And I was just like, oh, we should go feel it. But then I'm like, oh, I don't know though. Oh my God. So
But I mean, there's an area where you actually go into the mountain and there's like a cave, and then um it looks really nice. But there's also in Concordia, it's very old. That there's even an Asian place where they have like walls up, and you have to bow before you go in. If not, the spirits will be pushing you out.
okay, that's my, okay. El Paso has come up more and more and more in the last 2 weeks. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that
Let
out.
me know. I'll make time.
I will. I totally, no, I'm down. I just wrote down your email address and everything like that. And so that way I can remember it and go over there.
Actually,
oh my God.
Jefferson High School is going to do a ghost tour because they're going to demolish it, and they already built a new part of it. So before they demolish, they're going to do a ghost tour in April.
Ooh, okay, we got to get into that. I want to. Oh my God, this is so cool. I love you. I love you. I love this. Your puppy is fine. Your brother has your dog. Your brother has your cousin. Let's bring more people through. Hang on, I want to keep talking to brother though. Hang on. He didn't even get to see your kids being born. Your brother. He goes, oh my God. Okay. I asked him, I said, how long have you been gone, dude? How long have you been gone? He was like, man, I was a fuck up. And I was like, why were you a fuck up? He goes, I didn't get to see her kids being born. I was like, I don't think you're a fuck up. I think that you just, maybe, but I don't want to be mean. He says like, but they love me. They love me. Hang on. He says, I'm still here. I hang around her. He likes to hang around you because of your light. He likes to hang around you because you talk to him. He likes to hang around you because you have like this vibe about you. He says he's an old man now. I don't think he's an old man. He's talking about how he's probably, hold on. Would he be like 35 right now?
That's probably how old he was when he passed. Let's see.
Okay.
43. He would be 43.
Wow. Okay. So he was right there. Okay. He goes, I said, how old are you? He said, I'm like a year older than you and I'm 32. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like 32 to 35, somewhere around there. He says that. So that's why he says he's an old man and he has a gut now because he would be in his 40s. Wait, did they end up burying him? Where is he? Where is he? Why is he so like, where is he at? Why is he like not?
He was cremated and he's in my mom's house. We bought him we bought him a niche, but my mom hasn't put him in yet. And I don't want to pressure her because like it just was very hard for her. So, and to me, like I guess I kind of have my closure because not closure, but like since I feel him so much, I even felt him that day.
Yeah.
When he passed.
Yeah.
I feel like it was him. Like he appeared to me.
Yeah. So
I woke up and I saw a shadow at the foot of my bed.
That shadow would definitely be him. It's a lower vibrational. It's not a bad thing. It just means he hangs out here more. That's it. Definitely. So she doesn't want to put him in the niche yet or in the wall yet.
I just haven't brought it up to her, but I mean, I don't know if he needs that.
He doesn't need it. He says, oh, they're going to put me here permanently. And so that for me is like, burying. And I was just like, okay, well, why? And I go, where are you? And he goes, well, they haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet. And I'm like, okay, I don't know where you're at. And my mom holds a lot of grief to my passing. Like she could have done something different. And she holds that. She says, she still loved him. She said that she would give him anything. Hang on. he goes like this. He goes, don't do drugs, man. I was like, I know, we're not doing drugs. Don't worry about it. He's upset because he's not around for your kids, like fully. He's not around for your kids. He says, hold on. Did you end up naming them after him?
Not exactly, and not purposely.
Yeah. Yeah. Not purposely. What happened? How did that go? What is that about?
My son said, because I wasn't able to get pregnant for a while.
Yeah.
And he was talking about some YouTuber that he loves to watch or whatever, and his cat was named Luna. And then I was like, oh, I like that name. And then I was like, I think that's what her name's gonna be. And so I told her dad, and he was like, but I just kept calling her Luna.
Yeah.
And so it stayed. And one day when we were on our date night, we were driving by the spot where he was found. And the street that crosses that corner where he was found was named Luna.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, how crazy. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. So he had just overdosed on the side. What was going on with him in his life? Like he was just out of control and like nobody could get him. What was up with that? What happened with that? What was that?
Well, he just like was doing it recreationally.
Yeah.
And then my mom tried to put a stop to it, but then my grandma kind of like was like, leave him alone and come live with me. And she just let him do whatever he wanted. And he was still functional and everything, but then he got into heroin. And after he got into that, he was just like wanting it all the time, and just taking and selling other people's property. And it just got worse. And then after that, they kicked them out of my grandma's house. So I tried to look for him, and I couldn't
find him.
And he didn't have a phone. So, and I didn't know how to reach him. I didn't know how to find him. I didn't know how to help him. I didn't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm like dying inside right now. I had I'll just tell you, just like brought me back. I had an ex-boyfriend who was an amazing, bright person, but he was an undercover alcoholic. And
he's a bad person. He just like,
yeah,
he's not a person.
No, he's not. He's not a bad. He's a fun guy, and he's funny, and he's intelligent. He just got wrapped up in a substance, and he didn't know how to get out of it, but he was too proud for his own good. And it happened this way. Oh my God, my poor. I understand that whole no phone, no nothing. They found him dead. He had done cocaine, and nobody could find him. Nobody could locate him. And cocaine had fentanyl in it, and it killed him. I know. And I look back on that, and I wasn't dating him at that time, but they had called me and I couldn't find him. And it was really terrible. That feeling of just, he apologizes, but you've talked to him already. You feel him already. You know he's around. And so the words that I'm telling to you are good, but you also already have that too, but he loves you. He says like, I'm like her fucking guardian angel. I'm like, are you real? Oh, there we go. There's an orb. As soon as we say that, he says, he goes up and he stands right above you and he gives you this big hug. So he was obviously taller than you, and he gives you this hug, and he just, oh my God. He said he has to get his wings. So he watches your kids. He says, He talks to your dog. He talks to Shana. He says, oh, we just died on the street, right? Like, terrible. Hold on. I want to go in here. I want to see. Let me see if I can bring our cousin in. Hang on. One he was talking about. They like each other. He goes, oh, what's up, man? Like that in my head. And I'm like, all right. So they're really, really close. They're good friends. Hold on. Where are you at, dude? Where are you at? Hold on.
He's a higher vibration.
He is. Well, I think your cousin is trying to come down and help your brother. Yeah. He says, like, you got to get out of this. You got to get out of this. He says, I'm comfortable here. I'm getting my wings. So they're talking about things. Ooh, I just got really, really lightheaded. Hang on. He says that you talk to your brother more than you talk to him. And he says, what's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that, man? And I'm like, it's okay. I'll ask her about it. He says, oh my God. He said he was just living life. We're just starting to live life. We were just starting to get out there. He says that, oh, he was the cousin, was he married at that point when he crashed, when he passed? Or he had like a living girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
They at each other's houses a lot, or she would always be around him.
He says, like, I was about to have this wife, or I was having this, hardcore relationship, like prime of my life, right? He says that he always prided himself for being a big guy. He always prided himself in being a big guy. They like me. He talks about people liking him like that. And I'm like, I know. He says that you can cook some good food. You cook really good, apparently. What do you make?
Everything. Salmon, chicken, steak, enchiladas, sopes. I can make all kinds of stuff. Pastas, like.
Really? Ooh, okay, yeah. He's like, man, she cooks good, and like they have you in the kitchen. Are you like 5'2"?
Yeah, 5'1".
You're that little. I'm literally almost a foot taller than you. I'm 6 feet tall. So yeah. Oh, that'll be great. It'll be the mini one in me. I like it. Hold on, because he goes up to you. Tell me
your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cook together. Hold on. You have crystals? Hang on. He goes like this. Your cousin goes, I said, well, what does she do? He says, she has her crystals and stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I like it. I was like, it's okay. I have mine too. He said, y'all are crazy. He says, I never thought I'd be doing this. So he's like joking with us about, that. He says, that wasn't me, but now this is pretty cool, right? I said, yeah. He goes, hold on. He just wants to work. He wants to, like, man, he's disappointed in how he can't take care of his family. He can't take care of his mom, how he can't go and, like, he's playing video games in my head. He's like sitting there and like video game playing right now and talking. And I'm like, okay. He says that, hold on. You're the mom for everybody. You're the mom for all the spirits. He goes, not just for your family, but also for them too. He says, he's talking to your brother. He says he better straighten up and fly right. Hang on. Whose birthday is your brother? Whose birthday's in August? Or like the very end of July? Oh, you muted me. Okay, unmute me again whenever you get a second. It's weird. It's a Leo vibe, Leo Cancer vibe.
Not from his side of the family?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. They keep talking about Leo Cancer vibes. So that for me is like end of July, very beginning of August. I don't know what that is. And they keep showing balloons. And so it's not for you. It's not for your kids. None of those people are there. And so I'm like, who is he showing balloons at?
I'm not. I know that his birthday was on Cinco de Mayo, and he would always pride himself on that.
Yep.
But I don't know his parents' birthday or his brother's birthday, so I don't know if, like, I
Gotcha.
only know mine, like my stepdad, my mom,
Okay. Okay. No, that's okay.
and
He
my
may be
stepdad in July, but he wouldn't have a relationship with him though.
no, not at all. No, it definitely goes to somebody with his family. So just hang on. We'll leave that there for a little bit. He likes your stepdad. You like your stepdad. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, good. You usually don't have people like their stepdads. He goes, I said, ooh, stepdad. I said, what do you think? And he goes, he's a good guy. He likes him. He's a good guy. He says, I'm watching. I said, okay, I get it. Your brother, they're all into tattoos. They all have them now. Like they all try to be badasses. My God, they're, hold on. This is not a bad thing. Your husband, y'all love each other. Does he boss you around though?
He tries.
Okay. No, I know it's not in a bad way. It's not a narcissistic. It's not terrible. So your cousin and your brother, I go, what do you want to talk about? And they switch it over to him. They switch it over to the husband and they go, oh man, they boss her around. We don't like that though. It's okay. We got this. And they're like laughing about it. And so it's like, they're just joking with him. They're trying to joke with him. You're the one that wears the pants in the family. They enjoy that. So yeah, your cousin is fine. Your brother is okay. I worry about, oh man, hang on. You used to carry Chanel with you everywhere you went in like the car and everything like that? Yeah. Okay. She's talking about, I said, what about you, Miss Chanel? Are you still here? And then she talks about like being with you in the car and like sitting with you and all that stuff all the time. I want to go and I want to see who else is here too. Hang on. Hold on. Did your father not die in this country?
No, yeah, he died here.
He did, really. It's weird. It almost feels like it's a foreign place. It's weird. Hang on. Hold on. He died young. Hold on. Was he like late 50s, early 60s when he ended up passing? Late 50s.
Almost 50.
Yeah, okay, right in there. Yeah, I'm like, he's young. He's not an old man. Hang on. Dad feels weird. Dad feels, hang on. He's like, why would we be coughing up blood? That's a weird thing. That didn't make any sense at all. Hang on. They couldn't do anything to get back to me. Hang on. Dad passed tragically too? Why is everybody dying tragically? What the hell is going on? Hang on. Did dad end up getting cancer? Okay. I asked Michael, what happened to you? He goes, oh, he doesn't want people to see him sick. He doesn't want people to see him suffer. He doesn't like that. And then he talks about how he didn't want to be bothered with it. Like, I didn't want to be bothered with it. Like, if he would have gone in sooner, it would have changed, but I don't, he's stubborn, but he's good. He says he keeps it to himself. He goes, I keep it to myself. He's disappointed in your brother. He said that he thought he could taught him better, but hang on. It's almost like your father's death caused your brother to go off the deep end for a second or something. Like there's like this weird like overlapping thing that goes. He's talking about because of dad, it causes him to boop. Like that's what this is. Hang on. He didn't know how to cope with it. Your brother had anxiety really bad. My God. It's almost like your dad is not a very talkative person. He's just giving it to me everything in symbols and signs. When he was happy, he was good, but he was absolutely miserable. And so they were trying to keep him at home, and he ended up passing away in the hospital. Really? He's talking about keep me at home, keep me at home, keep me at home. When they say keep me at home, for me, that usually means that they pass someplace else. He in a not good place. Hang on. He doesn't need any pity. He doesn't want any pity. So he did. I go, I'm not pitying you. There's no pity here. He smiles a little bit and he wishes he could be this grandfather for you. Like that's the only thing that for your kids, that's the only thing that like makes him smile, and maybe that would make him softer. Hold on. He said he worked all of his life for this. He worked all of his life for this. He was just like over it. Your dad is going to come back and be a saint somewhere at some point. Hold on. Did you keep telling him he was sick? Who was the woman that kept telling him he was sick, but he wasn't listening to any of them?
My mom.
Okay. Because I keep hearing a woman's voice. You're sick, or inferno, right? Or infermo, like you're sick. And he won't.
You want to go to the hospital or doctor?
No, not at all. Does not care about it. Does not want to see it. Don't give me any pity. I'm going to stay right here. Whatever. Screw you, right? And he would,
orb.
Orb. Yeah, that's him. That's your dad. Oh my God. I'm so glad you catch them. Oh my God.
Orb.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just got something. He goes like this. He goes, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. So he's okay now. So he's part of it. Your brother is with you. Your cousin comes down and tries to get your brother. Your dad is up with your cousin. Your cousin brought your dad in, but he's disappointed in your brother. Hold on. Let's see. Where are we going? Hold on. So this is the grandfather is your dad's dad? Okay. He goes, I go, so where's the grandfather? I said, is it on mom's side or your side? And he looks and he goes, like he's over there, like, oh, like this is mine, right? And I don't see him yet, but he talks about him. Hold on. Man, your grandfather is old school. He's old school. Oh, this guy walks in. Very like cautious, very not talking a whole lot at all, but like, oh, hold on. He's the president. Oh, I love men like this. They're so great. Hang on. He shakes his head at your brother. They're all disappointed in your brother, but they'll get over it because your brother's learning. Your grandfather built an empire or wanted to build an empire. I don't know. Your grandfather was a hardworking person. Hold on. Did the grandfather own a restaurant or like own something like that? What is going on with that?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, it's weird. Like he puts on like industry, so it's like business, but then he puts food, and I'm like, I don't think you owned a restaurant. He didn't feel like a food person. I'm like, maybe they're talking about you needing to open a restaurant, but that's not good right now. Don't do that. Like, hold on, that's a whole nother thing. Hold on, your grandfather. Wait, what?
Again with the food.
Again with the food. It's all about the food. Hang on. Did the grandfather not speak very well English or good English? Okay, cool.
Only Spanish.
Oh crap. Okay, because when he talks, he gives me everything in my head and he's giving me like hand language. Now that doesn't mean that I can't understand him. It just means that that's the way he goes. You pray to him, you ask him to protect your kids, you ask him to protect all this. So it's, you keep going. And that may be your dad too at that point. Hang on. Did the grandfather die after your father?
He did die after, but not like right after.
No. The only reason I say that is because your dad said that he grabbed, like your dad is the one that grabbed your grandfather.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why. I was asking, I was like, Grandpa, were you there for, their father when he passed? And he was like, no. And I said, why? And he says, because the father brought me out. And I was like, okay, that works, And so that means that person died before them. Hang on. Your grandfather goes like this. And he's like, he's so chill. He's in like a village in my head for some reason or something like that. He's in like an old school, like looking town in my head. He doesn't reside in your house. You can bring him forward. You can talk to him, but he is stern. He is there, but he's a good guy. Hold on. He talks like this. He's talking in Spanish to me right now. And he's like, he like cheers. He has a beer. He cheers. He like this. I'm like, okay, so he's all about cerveza. He says, he tells you to get going. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Are you trying to like start a side business for yourself? What is that? Like, I know you're not opening a brick and mortar store.
I've always had that thought, but of starting a business.
Yeah.
The thing is about what business. And I've always like felt spirits and I dream them and I can speak to them in my dreams, but I haven't been able to develop it where I can do it at your level.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay. He keeps talking about that. He keeps saying like, get going. We'll get started. We'll come on, because that could be your thing. And I would say, give it 10 years. And then when the kids are out or more, and then like 5, we can start to develop it and make it better. And then by that point, then you can start, and that will be your own thing. And that's what will keep you going too. That's just a side plan right now. You're super crafty. Like you're really, really good at like art stuff. I don't know, but you say, hold on. He's talking about that. You do everything with feeling. Yeah. So your grandfather is just a part of your life. He kind of comes in and out. The dad, your father, it almost feels like he loves you, but he's not there all the time. But the brother and the cousin and dog are there all the time. Brother mostly, Chanel too. Cousin comes in and helps out brother, but it's because they're friends. Hang on. I want to ask, hold on. Oh, here we go. So there's a lady that just showed up, and this must not be on dad's side. This must be on mom's side, because this lady shows up and she's like, like telling them all to go away, like that.
What is she doing here?
Oh, I know. Hang on. We're figuring it out. Hang on. Hold on. She's very gregarious. She's very like coming up to you like, oh, mwah, oh, mwah, oh, but she's nervous. She's nervous at the same time. She's a go-getter though too. Hold on. They think she's crazy. Why would they? Is this your mother's mother? Why would they think she's crazy?
Did
you
it
not
is
meet
my
her?
mom's mom. I did meet her, but like she accepted my brother more and coddled him more. And my dad, we don't have the same dad.
Mm.
So my brother's dad killed himself when my brother was a year old. He drowned himself. And so my dad raised him, but when he would try to discipline him, they would kind of like, my mom's side of the family or my grandma would be like, oh, just leave him alone or whatever. That's not your real dad. And, like all these ideas. So it kind of made him a little bit more rebellious. And then plus, he was 6 years older than me. So the treatment was not the same.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
was a boy. So like, and I
Okay.
was a baby. So, and a
Yeah,
girl.
I get
So
it.
she kind of like, we didn't always have the best relationship, but like I still was cordial.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's kind of bossy. She likes things done her way. She likes all these people to leave, go away, move, 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 move. This is me. This is me. She comes in and she shows you love, but it's almost in like a coy way. Like, oh, I love you. Mwah. Like saving face, in a way. And I'm hearing it now. Hang on. She looks at your brother and she goes, so she's upset about that too. Hang on. She like yells at them all. Go, 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 go. She is, hold on. I just saw an orb right there. That was weird. Like a flash. Hang on. She's talking about you, that you're very smart, and she says she gets in your head. So this woman now is in charge of driving you and making sure that you do what you need to do with like her spunk behind it. So what I would say is that the brother is there for emotional support, your cousin is there for fun, he'll get you places. But I would honestly say, if you want drive in business, or if you want somebody to help you out and open up doors, ask for her, because she comes in with like just this so much more energy than these other people. And so I think maybe she has to be stuck to you because of the karmatic value that goes with it. Cheetah was like your second mother, wasn't she?
She what?
Who was Cheetah? Cheetah's dad's mom?
No, Cheetah is actually my husband's
Grandmother. Okay. Because there's a woman that she keeps associating herself with this man. She associates, so that's your husband. And she comes up and this woman is very loving to you. This woman is like, oh, like that.
Yeah.
Not pompous, not arrogant, just there. I like her better than this one over here.
Oh yeah.
She loves your kids. She calls them her grandbabies. I know they're great grandchildren. She says that, and like she honors and loves your husband. That is her number one. That is her everything. Loves him. You need to put more pictures of her up. You need to put more pictures. They didn't take a whole lot of pictures, but you need to put more up because she likes to be seen. She likes to be looked at. She's talking about how she's shorter than your brother and how nobody sees her over him. They feel him first. They don't feel me. She likes to go and like make sure all the kids are okay. She goes up and she pets Chanel. She like pets her. She's like, oh, boop, 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 boop. Like that. Hold on. She says she gives you vigor. She gives you strength. She gives you vigor. She's like, I give her, and I go, okay. She says you're always very tired. You're always very tired. She goes, oh, she's very tired. I'm like, really? And I'm like, I can imagine with everything going on. She says that she kisses a cross. So maybe she was religious a lot or something like that at some point. And she kisses it. She goes, so she's like handing it to you. And so it's like, I'm here. I honor you. I make sure that you're okay. She's like, not, oh my God, hang on. She comes up to me and she goes, you're beautiful, like that. Oh, and I'm like, she's so nice. She loves you. Oh my God.
I actually like met her like maybe in 5 or 6 times in person,
Yeah.
but she passed from COVID, and before she died, I had a dream that death was coming.
Yeah.
And I told my husband, it's coming on your end and on your side.
Yeah.
And then after she passed, she came to me in my dream, and she told me she was coming for her husband.
Yep.
And then the husband passed, and the night that he died, he came to me in my dream and he didn't tell me.
Yeah.
But he was smiling and he was shaking at me and he was in a completely different room, and I was the only one that was able to see him.
Yeah.
And I told him, "Oh, you're okay now. I'm so glad to see you're okay." And he was like smiling and shaking his head, yes.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I just didn't know that she was around because like it was, and I didn't know why she appeared to me out of everybody.
Because you're sensitive, honey buddy. That's what they do. It's the path of least resistance. It's the easiest to go through you. That's why. Just like an electrical current. Remember, if the more open you are, the less closed off you are, the easier it is to go through. That's why I'm here, because it's an easy thing, right? I've learned how to keep it open. So they whoop, 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 and it's super easy for me to pull them from you because you're open. So it's like, instead of having this resistance of like, oh my God, okay, can you make it? Can you make it? Can you make it? With you, you've prepped, you have the love. And so it's like, are you here? Boop, here we go. Boop, boop. Okay. So that is what happens. And I can tell you, with the whole knowing that the grandfather was going to pass, that she was going to take him, I have a very similar story that happened with my sister's husband's grandmother. I saw her after she had a heart attack during an open heart procedure, and she ended up having to go on life support. I went in and they were about to take her off, and I held her hand. I had never met her before, and I had this insane vision that she was going to go take her husband. And I told my sister's husband's mother that, and they were hardcore Catholic, and they go, no, that's not going to happen. They took her off life support. 3 days later, he had a heart attack. He died. And that was back in 2006. And that was the first time I had ever had something happen like that. And it rocked my socks. I cried. I didn't understand it. It was one of the most bewildering feelings I've ever had in my life. Because you're like, how do I know this?
You got to tell my mom what she told you, what happened in the dream and everything. And I was like, do you know how crazy
sounds?
Sound? I'm like, how about you tell them?
Yeah, exactly.
That it happened in that order, like.
I know, honey bun sugar cube. So for right now, if I didn't have another session right now, I wanted to go over for the 5 minutes, but we did 10. And so for right now, what I want you to do is I want you to take a couple of minutes. I want you to either have a good breather or a good cry. If you have any questions or if you need me, email me. Your family is around you all the time. You're great. Thank you for letting me read you. Like your people are wonderful. Okay. And so what I need you to do tonight, whenever you go to sleep or before you go to sleep, I want you to light a candle for them. And I want you to tell each and every single one of them that you love them and that you miss them. And thank you for coming through. Okay. Okay.
And I'll talk to my cousin more.
Yep, exactly. Talk to your cousin, talk to your brother, but yeah, talk to your cousin mostly. He's a great guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to try to book one of those sessions of with you. One of the learning how to
channel. Yeah.
How to
Getting
channel. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put that up. There's only a couple of seats, so just email me. I'm gonna be putting that up, I think, the end of this weekend. So just email me first, and then I'll let you know when I come to El Paso, and we'll go ghost hunting. Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
cooking.
Yeah, exactly. Both. All right, Mrs. Bell. I love you, baby. I'll talk to you
All
soon. Okay.
right. Love you too. Bye.
Bye, honey.